UFC Abu Dhabi is this weekend, and not the greatest card. It's definitely better than 330, but we'll talk about that when it gets closer. We just lost another fight on that card, by the way. We'll talk about that as it gets closer, though. But a lot of no names on here, a lot of Muhammad's, Magomedovs, all that stuff. You got a Sam Patterson on here, Ponzinibbio, Walter Walker. You got John Pork on the card, so some decent names. Urseg Dulatov, and of course the main event. So if you don't know a lot about UFC and you're trying to learn, I got you. So, Abdul Hussein, Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson's a vet. He's durable, keeps a good pace, and he stays cool, calm, and collected in fights. But I'm taking Hussein in this fight, man. He's aggressive. He's got good combos, really good in the clinch game, and he's dangerous in submissions. He's a really well-rounded fighter, I think. It's one of the classic. They're just throwing the older guys at the younger wolves. Hussein's physicality is just crazy. This he's big for bantamweight. Um, and if he gets Cody Gibson into the clinch, I think it's going to be a struggle, and it's going to be a really good time for him to take control because I think Cody Gibson will have early success with movement, but once Abdul Hussein starts cutting the cage off, I think that's when it ends. I think they're gonna make it out of the. No, no, I'm not gonna. We're gonna take Hussein by first round arm triangle. First round triangle. I was gonna say second round, but I'm going with the first round. So should be a banger to start it off. We'll see. Hopefully this card's good because I'm waking up early for it. So on a weekend. I know all the UK fans that I don't have are gonna love hearing that. Anyway, Nuro Aliev and Mike Davis. Now, this is, if you don't know, this is Habib Nurmagomedov under an alias. But, yeah, this is kind of crazy how much this dude looks like Habib. Um, I'm taking Aliev in this fight, dude. It's just, like, I mean, I could see a world where Mike Davis, I'm not knocking Mike Davis. I think Mike Davis is a great fighter. But Aliev is the Dagestani wrestling, dude. Like, look at the beard. Look at the beard. He's gonna have that wrestling. But Mike Davis he's a better striker than Nuro Aliev, and I do think he cracks him at some point. And he's very like, look at this frame, boo. He's athletic. Look at him. And he's got some solid combos. Um, Davis is a really clean boxer, but I think Aliev's just gonna chain grapple the whole time. He's gonna if Nuro Aliev just uh, stays on the pressure immediately, Mike Davis is gonna get worn out. He's gonna lose hope and just yeah, it's not gonna be good. I want to pick Mike Davis. Part of me wants to pick him, but I just can't because he's Dagestani wrestlers. So I mean, we'll see if Mike Davis can stuff a takedown. I'll be like, whoa, okay, what are we getting into here? But for now, I'm taking Habib Nurmagomedov by decision. I can't believe they got Habib the second fight on the prelims. That's just crazy to me, dude. Crazy. Next up, Magomed Tukulov versus Brenson Ribeiro. Um, $7 billion company, dude. Look at this. You can't. Why? What is this? You know what I found out? So Tuesday and even yesterday, I was looking at this. They didn't have a picture for Hussein. They didn't have one for Tukulov. And there's a couple other guys on here. I don't even know if they had John Pork's picture on here. It's getting ridiculous, dude. $7 billion company. I say this every time, but like, what are we doing? Anyways, where were we? Okay. Um, Magomed Tukulov, Brenson Ribeiro. Ribeiro's it's old, you know. I just don't see a world where he's going to win this fight. Uh, Another debutant from Russia, of course. I'm taking Tukulov. Honestly, I haven't seen a whole lot of tape from this guy, but the little bit that I've seen and heard about, he's pretty solid, well-rounded fighter. I don't see a world where Ribeiro wins this fight, dude. I think he's gonna get outworked immediately. I think the striking is better than Ribeiro. I think everywhere is better than Ribeiro. So I'm taking Tukulov by, I'm going to say first round submission. I could see a decision, but I'm taking him by submission in the first round. Could see a decision, though. Because Ribeiro is tough. He is. But we'll see how it goes. It's a rough record, man. Like, look, 17-10, it's getting rough. On to the next. Ismael Bonfim, Axel Sola, the worst brother. I'm just kidding. Bonfim, good striker, good combos, knees. The knees are crazy from Bonfim. I really dislike his brother. I don't know why, but I just really do not like him. But Ismael's fine. I don't know. Something about the other brother I just don't like. And Axel Sola, pressure fighter. He'll stand there and trade with you in the pocket. I think this could be a really violent fight. Bonfim is the cleaner striker, but Sola, I think he'll just stand there and take it. He'll fire back. He's not scared to lose. He'll throw everything he's got, dude. But I just think Ismael Bonfim's going to land the bigger shots. So I think they're going to be feeling each other out, getting the jab going, finding their range in the first round. Maybe a little bit of a clinch exchange here and there. But I'm going to take Bonfim by round 2 TKO. Once he finds his range, he throws a couple combinations, hurts Sola to the body, and then he crumbles. He gets a TKO. Next up, you got Ponzinibbio, Sam Patterson. I want to take Sam Patterson, and I am going to take Sam Patterson. It's like the McGregor thing, you know? You know what I mean? Ponzinibbio, another guy. He's old. He's a vet. Good hands. He's really tough. I'll give him that. But it's Sam Patterson, dude. The frame, good submissions, the finishing ability of him. It's all good. Patterson's going to have the size advantage, but obviously Ponzinibbio being the vet, he's fought higher competition, so I do think that this could be competitive, but if Sam Patterson just finds his range, stays out of getting into it, like really close fighting, I think he can win it, and I think that's what he'll do. I think he'll use his fight IQ to his ability. Some fighters don't like to do that. We'll see how Sam Patterson, because I'm kind of 50-50 on this guy, dude. I don't know if he's going to be a good prospect. I liked him in the beginning, but after the last loss that he had, I don't know, dude. So, I'm taking Sam Patterson for now, but take that with a grain of salt because Ponzinibbio's pressure, he could really start breaking Sam Patterson down. So, really 50-50, but I'm taking Sam Patterson for right now. Now we have Dustin Jacoby versus Muhammad Saidov. Dustin Jacoby, I want to take him. It's another one. I want to take. Is he an underdog? Let me look. Hold up. Maybe. No, he's a favorite. Okay, this might change my mind. I don't know. I don't know, dude. This is another guy. Saidov, I haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, see what you see, but Jacoby's kickboxing it's really good. You got a really good kickboxing background. Good leg kicks. But the thing is, Saidov he's dangerous early, and that's what I'm worried about. What I've seen from him, it's very little, so take this with a grain of salt. It's kind of hard to find some clips of this guy, but it's like, can Jacoby survive the early rounds? I just don't think so. But part of me thinks, like, with the background that Dustin Jacoby has, he can, but he's one of those guys, like, as the fight goes on, he can start getting the timing down and then make it chaotic. So, I think Saidov, he's got to be smart about how he fights because Jacoby's one of the vets that's like, he's no joke. He is still really good, but I just think he's more explosive. That's what I'm going off of. He's explosive and he's dangerous early, so I'm taking him by first round TKO. I do hope Jacoby wins this and proves me wrong, but I'm taking side off. Okay, next up, the GOAT himself, the heel hook man, Walter Walker, Thomas Peterson. Walter Walker, dude. People forget, man. No, nobody's forgot. Nobody's forgot Joe Rogan. He's not going to be there. Thank God. But what's he got? Like 4 heel hooks in a row now? Um, this one's kind of tough for me because I want to take Thomas Peterson because I think he's really good. He's got a really good wrestling base. Walter Walker's a guy. He's looking for that heel hook every time. He doesn't have a whole lot to his game. Um, Thomas Peterson's a good wrestler and he's tough, really good on the top. And I think if somebody can get out or stay away from that heel hook, I think it can be Thomas Peterson. But just with recency bias for me, I can't take Thomas Peterson. I have to take Walter Walker. I think it's a really interesting fight because Walter Walker's not like a normal heavyweight. He's pretty quick. He's really like grappling wise, he's really quick. If Peterson wants to do something here, he needs to slow Walter Walker down. Like do something that makes Walter Walker go like, "Oh shit, what's going on? I'm not getting what I want." And by the way, Walter Walker's huge. Dude is 6'6". That's crazy. Um I just think Walter Walker's going to find where he wants to be. I like Thomas Peterson, but Walter Walker's he's been doing what he's doing, dude, and I feel like Peterson's going to get in trouble. That's another rough one, but I'm confidently going to pick Walter Walker. Could see a Thomas Peterson win by decision, but I'm taking Walter Walker via heel hook to make that either 4 or 5 in a row. I'm pretty sure it'd be 5 at this point, I think. But let's move on to the next one. Now, this upsets me, dude. You got these two no names, Abubakar Vagayev versus Sagid Isgakmaev. Like, who knows these guys, bro? Who knows these guys? Um, this pisses me off, dude. Like, you got a guy like Walter Walker, and you're gonna put him on the prelims. So I feel like this is a good fight. I think Thomas Peterson, he's good competition for Walter Walker. But I guess we're putting randoms on here because, you got Brazil and US versus Russia and Russia. So I guess it makes sense being in the UAE, but what the hell do I know? Um, Abubakar Bagayev, strong wrestler, good takedowns, good top pressure. He's got some good cardio. But the striking, I feel like you kind of see it coming sometimes, and he's more of a control guy than um, what am I trying to say here? Like getting damage off in the fight. So as for Isgakmaev, another grappler, good submissions, really good technical awareness. Um, so let me go back to Bagayev for a minute. His striking can be good, but it's too predictable. Um, and when he gets to the ground, he doesn't use his striking. Versus his Gakmaev, when he's on the ground, he's gonna try to go for the submissions. But if Vagayev can use his striking and like start to make his Gakmaev like, oh, I can't get him down, um, it's gonna pose a problem. It's like a Dagestani chess match. Um, I think his Gakmaev can get it done because he doesn't need a lot of. I don't know. This one, I'm still kind of like, I don't know for this one. I think I'm going to go with Vagayev because his pressure is a lot. He doesn't do a whole lot with it, so I think people are going to be pissed when they watch this fight. I think Isgakmaev is going to do more grappling wise, looking for the submissions versus Vagayev. He's going to be better in the striking. And if he can get like one strike that knocks down Isgakmaev, they're going to give it to him. And I think this will be a really technical wrestling fight. It's the small battles for this one that it's going to be a really people that don't enjoy technicality and just like the knockouts are not going to enjoy this fight. I'm going to love this fight because I like the technicality of this sport. That's why I like doing this stuff. I like to break it down. And this is going to be a super technical fight, in my opinion. And I'm going to take Vagaya by decision. The top pressure, I feel like, is just going to be too much for Isgakmaev. And he's a really good prospect. So, enough with that. Rizvan Kuniev versus Terrell Fortune. Both guys, this is another wrestling match. Kuniev, really good wrestler. And he's patient when he fights. Good physicality. Terrell Fortune, super explosive when he fights. Another high-level wrestler, big power, and he's pretty fast for a heavyweight. In that last fight, I don't remember how it went. I feel like I was upset with the outcome because it was his debut on his last fight. So I don't think that I was. I think he snubbed some. I can't remember his name. You'll know who it is, but I think he snubbed someone. Or no, this was the one where they got it wrong. They started walking out and they said the wrong winner. That's what Terrell Fortune was on. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Terrell Fortune, he's explosive, really good wrestling. He's got power in his hands, but the cardio, it's not great. He's just better. Um, Fortune, he can be dangerous early, but the defense from Rizvan Kuniev is, I think, going to be enough to get the win here. I think it's going to go to decision. I like Terrell Fortune's offensive wrestling, but Rizvan Kuniev has the offensive and defensive wrestling. So I'm going to take Kuniev by 30-27 decision. I think there's going to be a lot of takedowns, a lot of fence work. I think this one's going to be kind of boring. I think both guys are going to be gassed by probably mid-second round. I think one of them is going to look for the finish, and I think Terrell Fortune's going to be the guy looking for it, and I think he's going to gas out in the beginning of the fight. So maybe we could see a Kuniev finish, but I just don't think so. Anyway. Whoops, wrong way. Okay. John Pork. Magomed Zyakunov versus Damian Respecki. This is probably gonna be my favorite fight on the card because this should be a really good. This will be a really good fight. I cannot wait for this. John Pork finally getting the debut. Holy pale though, goodness, dude, get this guy some sun. This is ridiculous, man. Really technical. We saw in his debut, or not debut, sorry, the Contender Series win. That was an amazing fight, by the way. If you haven't seen that, go watch John Pork's Dana White Contender Series fight. Really good fight. He's got good combos, good timing with his fights, but Respecki, put some respect on his name. Put some Respecki on his name, dude. He's aggressive. He's got heavy hands. He's tough, and he thrives in the chaos. I wouldn't say he's good in the chaos, but I think he does really good in chaos, and I think this is exactly what this is going to be, is chaos, bro. Zyakunov needs to make this technical. Use the jab. Use your counters, because what Respecki's going to want to do, like I just said, he's aggressive. He has heavy hands. He's going to want to pressure. He's going to want to exchange. He's going to want that bloody battle. I'm super, you guys got no idea how excited I am for this fight. But Zyakunov, dude, you train in that Nurmagomedov camp. I can't pick against that. That Nurmagomedov camp is something else. And obviously he's got the grappling. If he wants to use it, he'll use it. But I think it's going to be stand-up majority of the time. Maybe a little bit of clinch exchanging. And I just think Magomed Zyakunov is going to be the guy. Everybody's hyping him up like he's going to be the next lightweight champion. And he hasn't even made his freaking debut yet. Like, chill out, guys. What are we doing? I get it. He's trains in the Nurmagomedov camp. He's a meme. Whatever. John Pork. But let's just chill out, dude. Let's just chill out a minute, all right? So I'm taking John Pork by decision. Next up. Dulatov. I keep saying Dulatov. Anyway, against this garbage Wellington Turman. People forget, man. Wellington trains with Pereira. That whole Pereira camp. People forget. Dulatov representing Turkey. I'm just noticing. Did not know that he was representing Germany last time. Anyway, when I seen this, I laughed so hard because this is hilarious. Um, Wellington Turman's last like three, I think he's lost. This is just a straight up layup for Dulatov. Like, I've been waiting forever for this dude to come back. I love that first fight he had. Made me really excited. But look at him, bro. He's an athletic freak, dude. Look at him. He's just freak. Good striking, good kicks. He can finish, as you can see from his last fight. Turman, jiu-jitsu, submission. He's a vet, but the UFC picked this fight for a reason. I think Dulatov is going to be that guy that when you see him on a card, they're just going to continuously give him cans, and every once in a while he'll get like ranked fight and then lose that by a close decision. But for the most part, Dulatov is going to be the guy that's like, holy crap, if we want to see a knockout, it's going to be Dulatov. Just Wellington Turman's got the defensive striking is just not there, and he can be hurt super easily. So, Dulatov, you just expect a finish from this guy. The explosion's going to be insane. I see zero way for Wellington Turman to win, but with the way the UFC's been going this year, he might win. Because what the hell is the UFC recently? Like, what's going on? Ilya Taporia lost. Like, what are we doing? But I'm taking Dulatov. If the world is right, Islam Dulatov will win. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to make a crazy prediction here. I'm going to say, in the first 3 minutes, Islam Dulatov gets a knockout. And I'm not talking no TKO. I'm talking he's going to sleep him with an overhand, okay? He's going to sleep Wellington Turman with an overhand, okay? Dulatov for the W. Next up, the co-main. Now, if you're a betting man, listen to me on this one. I love Steve Erceg. He's great. Really technical, really good striking, good timing. Just, you gotta sneeze. Hold up. Okay, it's not there yet. Okay, my bad. So, Steve Erceg, really technical. Ramazan Tamirov, explosive, fast, dangerous, really good wrestling. And I'm taking Tamirov in this fight. I like the technicality of Erceg, but I think I'm taking a risk here, and I think you should too. The power from Tamirov is crazy. He's really good. He's got power, and I think they're gonna exchange a little bit in the first round, but by the second round they're both gonna find range, and I think Tamirov is gonna find his shot and just put Steve Erceg to sleep. I think it's gonna be crazy. It's going to be insane if Steve Erceg gets knocked out. But I'm taking Tamirov in this fight. This should be a good fight. I mean, I'm taking a huge risk here, but I'm not just BSing here. I'm like genuinely taking Tamirov. Like, I actually think he can find that knockout punch in the second round after he finds range and all that. So I'm taking Tamirov. That's my... Is he... Oh, he's favorite. Okay. Interesting. I thought Erceg would have been the favorite, but I thought I was doing an underdog pick. I guess not. Anyway, the main event. Bogdan Big Ankh. Magomed just fought Pereira, just lost to Pereira, coming up with all sorts of excuses. Everybody told me not to take the fight. Shut up, dude. Shut up. He is a really good striker, obviously. Look at the beard, you know he can wrestle a little bit, but his forte is striking. He can use the grappling if he needs to, and I think he might against Guskov in the beginning. Because I think that's where Guskov is going to be dangerous, and that's how I think Guskov can win this fight. In the first round, Guskov needs to find range early and he needs to piece up Magomed, put him on the back foot like we seen against Pereira, make him super uncomfortable. That is the key to victory for Bogdan Guskov. I just don't see that happening. This dude came in on, what, 2 weeks' notice? Is that what it was? Might have been less than that, but I think Ankalaev is gonna. His technicality is gonna show. I think Bogdan is gonna piece him up in the first round. I think it's gonna be really close to stopping it, but I don't think Guskov can get it done. And I think while doing that, he's going to gas himself out. And you know what? I'm gonna take Ankalaev for a third round finish. I'm gonna say a third round finish because this dude needs a finish. Like, we haven't seen a big Ank knockout in a while. So I'm taking Ankalaev third round TKO. I think this will be a really exciting fight in the first round. So yeah, those are the picks for the card. Khalil Roundtree, dude. Let me just talk about him for a second. Khalil Roundtree is not going to be getting any favors from the UFC, dude. He got a huge favor, like ranked number 8, and got to fight Pereira for the belt. After this, dude, no favors are being done for him because I was so excited to see that fight. Like, that Khalil Roundtree and Big Ank were gonna make up for this trash card, dude. I think it's gonna be a decent card, better than 330 for sure. But Khalil Roundtree and Ankalaev, that would have been great. That would have fed families, dude. You don't even know. But yeah, Khalil Roundtree, I hate you. You're one of my favorite fighters in reality, but I wouldn't say favorite, but I like watching him fight, and that's why I was excited for him. I like Khalil Roundtree. I like his style. I like his Muay Thai. Um, but yeah, no favors for him from the UFC. So those are my picks. Tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing a video on the card that should be made, or at least the main card that should be made for UFC 331, because it's kind of ridiculous that we haven't made that yet. So I'll be making my own card, and maybe the UFC will take my suggestions into consideration. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.